Yo, what's up, guys? This is D Brown with Track Headz. I'd like to welcome to another episode of Track Headz. So, we literally just had the announcement of the Athlete of the Year for World Athletics for both women and for men, right? We had a bunch of different people be nominated. We had Noah Lyles be nominated, Sydney McLaughlin, Faith Kipyegon. We had Rai Benjamin. We had Grant Holloway. We had so many different talented Olympians, American, international athletes just nominated for their fantastic performance at the Olympic Games this year in 2024. But there could only be one. Well, two in this case, but there could only be one per gender, right? For the men, we had Lesile Toboho, from what I understand the pronunciation is. And then for the women, we had Julian Alfred, right? Toboho representing Botswana, a country that resides in Africa. And then we had Julian Alfred, who represents St. Lucia, the beautiful island of St. Lucia. So a lot of people were bewildered. There's a lot of mixed emotions and a lot of mixed ideas about, like, hey, why did World Athletics pick these two athletes, picks these two fantastic sprinters? How come it wasn't Faith Kipyegon, who broke multiple world records, who won Olympic gold, who defended her title 2-3 times in the 1500? Why wasn't it Rai Benjamin or Grant Holloway or Noah Lyles? And those are all great points. Those are all great opinions. And one thing I really want to state, and there was probably like maybe 2 or 3 reasons why I believe that they picked these athletes, right? I believe that the World Athletics likes to work in themes, right? But before we even get to that, we also have to recognize the fact that the United States has won the World Athletics Athlete of the Year 20 times. 20 times. Jamaica won it 10 times, right? You got Usain Bolt, the Asafa Powells, you have the Shelly Ann Fraser Prices, the Elaine Thompson-Herahs, the Tyson Gays, the Justin Gatlins. We had the female sprinters that have done their thing. Allison Felix. You have, so many female. I mean, this goes back to the 80s of FloJo. We have so many different American and Jamaican athletes that have won in the past. And I think that this year was the year for them to pick athletes that have been the first of their country to do something, right? I think it goes without saying that we had a lot of tremendous performances, right? We had Noah Lyles, who a lot of people thought should have or maybe could have won it, but because he had a very similar performance to Lesile Toboho, right? Lesile Toboho did not medal in the 100. He won the 200, and then he ran the second fastest split ever in the 4x4. Right? So 100, 200, and 4x4, right? Silver medal in the 4x4, gold medal in the 200, did not medal in the 100. Meanwhile, you have Noah Lyles, who, again, I think Noah Lyles was a pretty competitive person to possibly get it if he would have done this one thing. He won the 100, got bronze in the 200, but he did not compete in the 4x1, right? And I believe that pound for pound, if Noah Lyles would have won the 4x1 along with his team, and they would have maybe set some sort of record or done something that's never been done before, or it could have been branded as the first time that the United States actually won an Olympic 4x1 in about 24 years, right? Since 2004 with Justin Gatlin. If he had done that, even despite being sick with COVID, and they didn't drop the baton and everything that didn't happen, I believe he would have got it, because he would have been solely responsible for not just winning the 100, right, for medaling in the 200, but he would have been branded as responsible for bringing the gold back to the United States in preparation for the LA 4x1 or LA Olympic Games that are going to be in the United States. Lesile Toboho was the first person to, and I think in Africa, first person to win a 200-meter gold, right? That's amazing. That, like, for Botswana, he brought that. He's the first person. We saw the reception that he got when he got back home. Parades, like all this beautiful energy, all the crowd. Like, he is the hero of his country for getting that 200 and for bring his, mind you, his team isn't garbage. His team is like really great. They had a bunch of guys that split 43, but he was able to damn near run 42 to compete against Rai Benjamin, a 400-meter hurdler. Like, that's amazing. He didn't run a garbage time for the 200. He went 19.4 to get Noah Lyles out of here. That is amazing. You don't usually see that, right? You look at Julian Alfred, right? Julian Alfred, you know, she was able to put herself in a position to not only, like, she beat Sha'Carri Richardson, who she's not, I mean, let's be honest, she's not the fan favorite. She's the fan favorite, but she's not the fan favorite in terms of, like, people are going to look for any way to get her out of here. People are going to look for any way to, like, say something negative about her because her brand is so big, her energy is so big. People like to see that either be very successful or be on the opposite side of the spectrum and want to see that person fall. And the fact that Julian Alfred, like, in the most, like, amazing way, just got her out of here, not disrespectfully, but just, this is my ability, like, got a better start than her, top end was beautiful, like, ran 10.7 on her head, like, that was crazy to me, right? And then came back in the 200 and got silver. Like, that was amazing. Like, that was a really, really great effort, almost a double gold, and was able to take away, it was able to get that Athlete of the Year. And that's the first time ever that St. Lucia has ever gotten a gold medal in the Olympic Games. So again, I think it was the branded as the first, right? Who was the first to do something for their country rather than just strictly golds. And mind you, this is not just for the Olympic Games, it's for the entire year, right? Julian Alfred has been running well the entire year. 10.7s, 10.8s, 10.9s. She's been competing. I mean, Sharika Jackson pulled her hamstring trying to compete against this girl. You know what I'm saying? In that race that she ran in the 200, right before the Olympic Games. Like, she's been killing it all year. You know, Toboho ended up running the 300-meter world record this year, jogging a 30 and some change. I mean, you talking about he beat a world record that Usain Bolt and Michael Johnson ran in the peak of their career, and he ran that in March. People were like, oh, he's not going to be able to last. He runs a 44.2 jogging. Oh, he's not going to be able to last. He's not going to be able to be strong enough and all this stuff. Like, no. He's been running amazing the whole entire year. And even with losing his mother, I mean, managed to stay focused, managed to stay very focused enough to get the job done. Like, I think they got it right. You know, Gabby Thomas had a tremendous season. Faith Kipyegon had a tremendous season. Grant Holloway had a tremendous season. So many athletes. Noah Lyles, Grant Holloway. Like I said, he ran the most sub-13s ever for 100-meter hurdler, 110-meter hurdler, 60-meter hurdle record, world record indoors. I mean, the list goes on and on. We didn't even get to the mid-distance runners and distance runners yet. So, like I said, I don't think they got it wrong. I think they got it right. They both fit the theme of athletes who did it first. And in doing it first, they did it first for Botswana. They did it first for St. Lucia. They deserve to be exalted. They deserve to be respected. They deserved the celebration that they have gotten, because it's not easy to do something first, especially, like, that's the Karani James theme, right? When Karani James became an Olympic champion, I believe in 2012, that was amazing. That was amazing. You know, he was the first, and I believe I'm not sure if he did get Athlete of the Year, but that was his tremendous feat, right? So it's always amazing seeing the first of something. So they deserve to be celebrated. And that's just my 2 cents when it comes to the Athlete of the Year for World Athletics. But even if the athlete that you want did not get it, that's why we have gold medals. So even if they didn't get Athlete of the Year for World Athletics, guess what they do have? That Olympic gold medal if they did get it. Because the person I think who had the best performance at the Olympic Games in terms of medals, all golds, Gabby Thomas. 200, 4x1, 4x4. We haven't seen anything like that since Allyson Felix. So she's going to be someone to look after next year. But, I mean, like I said, that's why we have the votes. It's a popularity contest. If people don't like it, vote. If not, hopefully your athlete has a gold medal to celebrate that instead of the opinions of other fans and or other athletes. So, yeah, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. This is D Brown with Track Headz. Just my 2 cents when it comes to this Athlete of the Year situation. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.